What's up, what's up, what's up? Okay, here, what's up, Keith Kalfas, Landscaping Employee Trap. In this video, I want to discuss the 5 key components of what makes a small business work. Right? Okay. If I start ranting and freaking out and cussing, I apologize in advance. Some of these things get me heated. I get upset. Okay? So anyways, the 5 key components are: number 1, you. Number 2 is your market. It's you, your market, your marketing, your people, and your systems. Your market, your marketing, your people, and your systems, okay? I'm going to break this down. I'm not going to go into deep, in-depth detail. I'm just going to give a broad coverage on this because I have some information about this that I'm just not going to disclose right now, but it's very, very deeply drilling out and down into all this stuff. I've spent a lot of my personal income on personal coaching and consulting and all types of things, and because I'm just obsessed with knowledge and success, and it's giving me this this kind of like broad view on things that I never saw before, that I think really ignorance is bliss and being naive is extremely important. Because if I knew some of the stuff that I'm learning today, I don't like to say that I know anything, because the more you learn, the more that you think you know, you learn you don't know anything, and in the moment you think you know something, like, you don't know anything, okay? But I can only say what's true for me. So you is like, in running a small business or anything even in life, but we'll stick with business for now, is the ability to have clarity. If you have like cognitive dissonance, it means you're holding 2 conflicting beliefs at once, and it's one of the most stressful things a person can go through. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I do this? Like having a customer you need to raise the price on, and it's driving you insane, because if you do and you lose that client, it could be a chunk of your business. Being afraid to stand up to somebody, look in their eyes and say, this is the way it is. There's all different types of challenges we go through at all different times in our lives, and whenever we overcome and we get to the next level, we realize there's 50 more levels. It's really like called the next Goliath. I listened to an amazing motivational speech by a guy named Chris Brady once. Years ago. It was amazing. He said the next Goliath, like when you finally conquer and you face that Goliath, like David and Goliath, and you slay that giant and you destroy that problem and you break through to the next level, what is beyond it? Another Goliath that's even bigger and harder. But he says when you finally get to the ability where you are consciously aware of your purpose and you are now in resolution, there's like 13 resolutions for your life, powerful stuff about maturity and wisdom and consciousness, amazing stuff that makes you a more powerful person in your business, in your life, in your faith, in your family, in your finances, and your mission, all that. But anyways, he says you get to the point where now when you're fully accountable, the next Goliath, you already know it's there, and you get to this point where you, oh, give me the next Goliath, give me the next Goliath, boom, 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 give me the next Goliath, because now when you've come to that resolution within yourself that you know that there is no happy day, or you're just going to be sitting around on the couch, and that's what life is, as long as we're in this flesh, so to speak. There is no, one day you're going to move to some place that's going to be, and your life is going to be great. I just don't think that happens. I've met way too many people now in my journey that, I don't want to be negative, but they finally get to there, and then that happens, or they finally get this, and then they say, we got to be present and enjoy the now. That's really true. It really is true to enjoy the now. And Tony Robbins said, the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty that you can comfortably live with. That means that even though there's hell going on and there's wolves trying to break in your house and burn down your house and take everything you have, so to speak, I'm an extreme person when I say things like this, but it can feel that way, right? That's what the brain does. That's what your consciousness does. It'll overpolarize on a negative thing, and then it'll feel like that's all that exists in that moment. And developing what is called like the My friend Coach Rob calls it the masculine consciousness or emptiness, the yin yang, the polarities, is the ability to have chivalry like a knight. That's when you go out and you can slay the dragons like unmercifully, and then in the next moment be in your home, be very kind and loving and present with, I don't know, the women that nurture everything. Damn it, it's funny. Oh shit, there's too many things that I don't. Fuck. Okay, now listen, the ability to be crystal clear. If you have a problem in your life that's driving you insane about your business, it's really because you lack clarity. It's not because you're not trying hard enough, and it's not that you need to try harder, get in there, get more bloodied, and fight harder, even though that's part of the process. It's clarity. Clarity. You hear these amazing stories about these entrepreneurs that wake up at 4 a.m. and they do a morning routine and they meditate and they do yoga and they stretch and then they eat this super healthy balanced breakfast and then they go for like a 5-mile jog and then they sip their coffee and they read the Wall Street Journal and then they get their kids off to school and they do all these amazing things and then they bask in the sunset and then they start their day and make millions of dollars. I read this shit. I'm like, bullshit. Oh, shit. Okay, but if you get really crystal clear on your purpose, there's something called creative destruction. I don't even, like, things could fall apart in your life when you get really creative, when you get very crystal clear. And then you can realize you might have been holding on to ideals that just aren't holding up anymore. For me in my 20s, I had certain ideals. Like, I thought if I worked my way up inside of a landscaping company that I would get a raise and you know, like it would really change anything. So I don't really get how, like, the whole work world works. It's hilarious to me. So, landscaping company has like 30 employees working, and behind the scenes, these owners must be like, did these guys really think making $13 an hour is going to solve it? They're stupid. They're literally stupid. They're stupid. Shh, don't say anything. I'm not trying to be a dick here. I'm so sorry, because I was that guy, and that's how I felt, okay? Please don't judge me for that. I shouldn't have said that. But it's like, as long as there's people lining up willing to do it, of course they're going to capitalize on it. Duh. That's how you grow a company. Is when somebody else doesn't have crystal clarity, that's when they work for somebody else, right? If you're not clear, and when you finally get to the point you realize this whole finance thing is like this whole life money thing. I wasn't born with an owner's manual. I don't know how to live my life. That's how I felt at one point when I was like 19 or 20. I was like, nobody ever taught me any of this. You know, when I was like losing my apartment and my life was falling apart and multiple times. So clarity is everything. Sit quietly in a room alone. David Data says, finding your purpose is everything. Sit quietly in a room alone with a notepad and a pen and a paper and do not come out until you know your purpose. Clarity is what makes you rise up, not other stuff, okay? Your market, assessing your market now that you know what your business and your clarity is. Your market is your marketplace. It is literally like Wikipedia would say your market would be the environment that money and goods are transacted in, okay? Analyze your market, okay? Do you live in a metropolitan area? Is there a lot of landscaping or your small business or carpet cleaner, window cleaning? Is it all being done? Is this already happening in your market? Is it a good place? Like if you're trying to build a business out in the middle of the desert, ain't gonna work, right? So your market is, you could say money changing hands. There's a little hand, whatever, okay? Analyze your market. Take a map. Here's talk about this. A guy takes a map and he draws a circle of a 5-mile radius with a compass and says, I'm only going to serve customers within a 5 or 8 or 10-mile radius, because anything outside of that, maybe we have to raise up the prices and create a travel fee, or because once you get to the point where you've got workers and you've got like fuel costs and sitting in traffic, you're not making any more money for driving all the way hell out there unless those are multi-$1,000 jobs or whatever it is for your ROI, correct? Analyze your market. Next is your marketing, okay? What is marketing? what is marketing? Okay, let me check my time. Okay, I'm good. I like to keep these videos under 20 minutes. Marketing, listen to me clear, is the ability to communicate a promise of a result. That's all marketing is the ability to communicate, business communication, whether it be videos or door hangers or flyers or TV commercials or radio shows or internet or websites or all the different modalities. The modality is the form of communication or the channel of communication. Right? The ability to communicate a specific promise that you can create an end result. And the better that you can get at communicating that promise is the better you will actually get an ROI on your marketing, is which your result, right? Marketing. There's way too much to list here, so I'll put a squiggly mark. I have some video stuff that I go really deep into this that I can't talk about here. But anyways, people. You, your market, your marketing, your people, and your systems. Number 4 is your people. Your people is way more than just like your team. I mean, your people is your team, but it's like this is your accountant, your CPA. This is your attorney, right? Your people is your employees, your staff, your secretary, your bookkeeper, whatever it is. If your people is you, in the beginning, it's just you. You're your people. But the more you begin to clearly define that your team is everything and there is no I in team, T-E-A-M, together everyone achieves more, right? Identifying that the quality of your business is really the quality of your people. If you have good people working for you, I mean, I've had a couple times in my business where I was literally just driving around selling jobs and collecting money while they were doing the work, and it was great. I've had times in my business where I was pulling my hair out going insane. So you're only as strong as your weakest link, and it goes like this. All right, your systems. Number 5 is your systems. There's hard systems and there's soft systems. A soft system would be like a philosophy, a way of thinking about or doing things, and that isn't like a physical, tangible, mechanical thing. A hard system could actually be a process that is a physical machine, a square, a box that you put broken parts, right? And then this box has fixed parts. A system could be a machine, like a system is a hard system. I hope that makes sense, for lack of a better word. So your systems are also the machine that makes the car go, that makes your whole business go. Like this amazing thing is so obvious. You ever get inside of your car, your truck, and you turn the key, and the thing starts, you put it in drive, and you can literally go. Do you know how many hundreds of components or thousands of components are literally in place like the gears of a Swiss watch? If you pull the starter out of your truck, it ain't gonna work anymore. If you pull the battery out, it isn't gonna work. If you pull out the transmission, if the motor, if you pull out the exhaust system, it's gonna be loud. If you pull out any of the axles of the tires or anything, it isn't gonna go anywhere. If you take out the splines of the transmissions of the clutches and the bands, if you take out the computer system, or if you take off the steering wheel, or if you take off the gas pedal or the brake, or if you take off the shifter, you can't go anywhere. If you break off the key or the ignition to the key, you can't go anywhere, right? There's so many different pieces that go into, it's just fascinating, right? And if people can figure out how to make cars go, I mean, we can obviously figure out how to run our little rinky-dinky small businesses, correct? When you put it in perspective, small fry shit, right? Systems are so important. Develop systems thinking where you start to see the system in everything and everywhere you go. Oh, what is the system that's happening here? Oh, that's not really good. Like, now the next thing is, what are you investing your time in? And when you're thinking about systems, because it could feel like you're going in reverse. If you're employee-minded and you're used to running and just killing yourself in your business and not developing some type of protocol as to the way things go, then it won't ever get better. And there's a lot of resistance in these areas that could drive you insane. I struggle with this stuff in my own business. Now, the next thing in all this all comes together. It's now, I'm not going to go into in this video because it's really deep. Generating the money and the cash flow to actually level and rise things up, and analyzing your market as if it's doable, if it's really worth the risk to put in this amount of money over time. Can you cross the fulcrum point or get out of the dip to get to the point where it's really actually worth it? I hope I described enough in this video. So 5 key components: you, your market, your marketing, your people, and your systems. Keith Kalfas, Landscaping Employee Trap. Please hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up, and let me know in the comments below what you think about this stuff and if you like these videos. there you go. And then also check the links in the description below if you're brand new in the landscaping business. It'll be landscapingemployeetrap.com. You click on the link, it'll take you to my free training video series where you get emails and videos about how to actually start a business and get it going and do it all. Cool, appreciate you. Over and out, peace.